All right. Hey, everybody. It's another episode of the God's House of Prayer Everyday People podcast. We just want to thank you for all of the support that we've gotten with the episodes previous. Still November, leading into December, and we just want to talk about this afternoon, just what it's like trying to be a good dad and be a good Christian, Jesus-led father in these time frames. And so I got with me Brother Phil, and I'm here as well. And we're gonna talk a little bit, just have a little conversation about what's going on with what we notice, especially being dads, and just trying to do right by our kids, especially with what they're facing, what they're seeing, and just what we're called to do, especially during this time frame. I like to keep things light. And we definitely just like to enjoy the conversation, but we definitely appreciate you just being a part of what we've done so far. And if you see something on here, comment. If you like what you're saying, like it. But definitely more content to come. But we just gonna get things kicked off. See, Brother Phil looking smooth over here.
Glory to God.
We topic this episode, just what it's like trying to be a good father figure during this time frame, especially how things are in 2020.
Yes.
Could you what are you seeing, and what are some things that you're noticing that you probably got to do different than what you did maybe 5-10 years ago?
My walk has got to be similar to my talk.
Yeah.
I talk a lot with praising God. I talk a lot with following God, submitting to God. But I feel that if I'm not showing these things, versus me getting on, podcasts or Instagram and talking it,
Yeah.
versus in front of my kids, showing them, how I depend on God, how He's heavily in my life and leading my life. I think that becomes a problem. I just think it's very important to have your walk together just as well as your talk. So that's my thing. Just not worried about what nobody said, because what I do is keep God ahead of everything, and I just know it's going to work out. Over the years, that's all that's been happening. Things has been happening, and just being able to trust God with these kids. I mean, just loving the Lord,
Yeah.
Being able to, watch other folks, seeing if they are doing anything wrong, knowing that God put that example in your face to kind of make sure yours is going right.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch, pay attention, and I listen. That's number one. Listen to God. He coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
What I'm noticing, especially now that I've been married, it's be 2 years here pretty soon. What I'm having to figure out is that every kid needs something different.
That's right.
Every kid needs something completely different.
So true.
And every kid needs it in different doses.
Yeah.
One of them might need you to really be attentive and be there, and another one's kind of like, all right, I'm good seeing you every once in a while. And so I'm learning that and how to, which way, figure out how to give that out to each kid. Is it's not one size fits all for all of them.
Right.
So, my youngest, she definitely demands more time from me.
Yes. And needs it.
It needs it. And me being a man and trying to be a provider and be a sustainer of my family, even there might not be times I necessarily am wanting to be giving, I understand that she needs it.
That's right.
So with the other ones, I got older young men. And we're not that much difference in age. And so the things that they're going through right now, it's just like I was there yesterday.
Right.
And it's like the way that my people might have jumped on me for the stuff that I was doing when I was their age,
Okay.
I kind of find myself laughing about it now.
Right.
And, you know, they think they're being sneaky. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
We ain't got to talk. I know what you're doing. And
That's
so
right.
just
That's
being
right.
able to be there and be an ear, be able to hear them, not beat them down with the Bible so that they'll talk and be open.
Mm-hmm.
I try to just listen, even though I might not want to necessarily hear what they got going on, but I do just try to listen so
Yes.
that because it goes two ways.
Come on.
If I'm going to want you to listen to me, I got to listen to you.
There you go.
You
There
know,
you go.
so I'm definitely figuring that out. I'm trying to learn how to just transition and help each kid where they're at, but it's tough. They're having to do things in a way that we really have not had to go through. All of this is new in our lifetime. Being so isolated, but at the same time, I can talk to somebody on the other side of the world on my phone if I want to.
Yeah.
And just the people that they're influenced by, what they're watching on YouTube, what they're watching on all the streaming services. When they do get out of this, if they get out of the house, are they gonna act like they got some sense when they got out? When they get out there, what they gonna bring back with them when they come back?
Yeah.
And so, I'm definitely just taking day by day, you know, see what these kids bring, and just make sure I got my head on straight when I'm called to be able to help do whatever it is, because they'll come in the house and be like, so I did A, B, and C, huh? you know, I'm a dad of 4, ages ranging from 21 to 15, so I just I'm in there.
Right.
I'm in there, and I love them all, but I just know that they all have different, unique needs, and
That's so true.
you know, kids, take it easy on your parents.
That's it. That's
Take it
it.
easy on them.
Come on
'Cause,
now.
You know,
Listen to the pastor.
what,
Take it easy.
what you got going on in your specific life, you know, and the problems that you got going on are so unique, and, you know, don't nobody else understand what you're going through. Know that you got multiple siblings in the house that's feeling the exact same way.
That's right.
And all the time where you're just, you know, I'm grown enough to handle stuff on my own, and I don't want to tell nobody what moves I'm making, and then you make moves and stuff happens and it's bigger than what you can handle. Now you got to bring mom and dad into it. And you multiply that by 2, 3, 4, 5, how many kids in the house, you know, you wonder why your mother and your daddy about half crazy. You wonder why. So just help them out. Just check in every once in a while. Let them know what's on your mind, how things is going with you before you make these crazy decisions.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, just trying to do this in the vein of trying to be a good Christian father. First and foremost, you know, being a parent is one of the greatest examples of what it's like on the other end what God had to deal with us.
Come on. Exactly.
And so, anytime I find myself being like, I can't believe these kids, I got to go back to, well, what did you do?
There you go.
What did you put God through?
That's right.
And
Come
so,
on.
it definitely is a consistent reminder of how I need to stay humble, and just what the relationship is like on the other end. I always feel like when God is trying to teach me, He teaches me a lesson through the kids.
Yes. Yes.
And for something He wants me to gather and understand about our relationship, something through the kids comes through to where I'm like, okay, now I get it.
Yeah.
I got it.
That's right.
And so, parents, don't lose hope, especially fathers, you know, sometimes, and this isn't my situation, so I'm sorry, this isn't my situation.
Hey.
My wife is very supporting and loving.
You go.
She's got my back. She's there for me.
Yes.
And I know some men, they got to fight that fight when they get home after they've thought the world. They have to do things to make their woman feel secure daily. Then they have to figure out where they fit with their kids, if they're in the kid's life. And then on top of that, you still got to leave room for the Lord.
Yes.
All of that has to be fashioned around your relationship with God. And so,
Well, with that being said, I just know that, you know, I know my kids and my wife can say that God made me a better man.
yeah.
So you need God.
Yeah, definitely.
There's no way that we can be
Can't do it without him.
the parent that we're supposed to be, the daughter's first love, or the son's hero,
Yeah.
the protector of the family, in which you all that to your wife.
Right.
So the love that God puts into us, and we spread it out, that person knows that we are a Christian person.
Absolutely.
Father, man, whatever. It's the type of love he put in us. We're not able to put out there that type of love if we don't let God put in the love that his love. That good love, that good love.
And when you tap into him,
come on.
We can try stuff on our own, but after a while we get worn out.
That's right.
And when you do it with him, there's no limit to it.
Come on now.
There's no limit to
Come
it.
on.
So no matter how many times, the kids need help, you're there. No
Glory
matter how
to
many
God.
times you said you
Glory
ain't
to God.
gonna do, you're there.
You better give it to God.
And it's like, when you look on the other hand, it's like, how many times have I prayed and said what I wasn't gonna do no more?
That's right.
And how I'm gonna be there and I'm gonna do better.
Ooh, ain't that so
And we
true?
don't. And
Come
he's
on.
still looking out for us.
Still looking out.
So it's a daily reminder. It's a battle. Some days you do better than you do with others, but I wouldn't have it no other way.
No.
I love them, and I appreciate the purpose it gives my life and how it's just a new challenge every day, just seeing who's gonna need what.
That's right.
But
yes, I got 6 kids and 16 grandkids, so
hello.
It's always something. Pat Paul,
Can you remember all their names? Where you got that many and here's what it is?
My kids actually asked me that one day, and I remembered all the nicknames.
Okay.
So the names, how it is these nowadays, what you call millenniums, how they name them kids. I got it going on in the household. But it's just so many, now that you, like in my case, I have grandkids, I'm not just actually showing my kids, I'm showing my grandkids.
Right.
Now my grandkids ain't see the side that my kids saw.
Right.
So, the kids saw the other side before the Lord came to me and said, come with me. Now my grandkids see that Christian grandpa, thorough, stern, God firm, man. That's what they see, and they appreciate it. They can talk to me, they can come to me. I give it all to God because with me going to him so much and for so many things, who am I to tell anybody no about a conversation?
Yeah.
So I am definitely open and it's glory to God about it.
Absolutely. But next week, we're going to have Brother Phil bring that list, all his grandkids' names.
Ooh, Lord. Do we got enough time for that?
But I thank y'all for watching this week's episode. Take care. We'll see you next time.
Peace.